Morning. We were on our way to the Nürburgring, but when I checked the opening times last night, it's closed. It's only open through October on a Sunday. So we're possibly going to, if we can on the way back, we might pick it up then. So we don't run too far away from here when we're running back across home or towards home. Anyway, we're on our way to Cochem to have a look at a castle now instead. And obviously it's not me that's driving again. Right, we'll see you when we get there. In case you're interested, this is the Eiffel National Park. Really nice. And really nice colours of the trees. I think the colours of the trees look really nice. It's that pensioner thing coming out on me again.
In 500 yards, at roundabout, take second exit towards Black. In 500 yards, take rear and then turn right on B257.
Not that far from where the Nürburgring would be, but that's not where we're going.
Take rear and then turn right on B257.
Oh wait. Oh wait.
No, we're not.
Oh wait.
Are
Not
we?
too late.
Really?
Yeah. Well, this is where the Nürburgring is. So, but as we know, it's closed. Might be the only bit we get to see.
In 500 yards, at roundabout, take fourth exit towards Aachen. Take fourth exit towards Aachen.
Well, this is the Nürburgring.
Take exit towards Aachen. It's 0.9 miles.
Shame it's closed. And I think this little town we're coming into now is Cochem. And up on the hill, is the castle we'll be going up to, which is just up there.
Take exit towards Koblenz.
I think you can just about see that there in the distance. I'll try and zoom in a bit. There you go, that's where we'll be walking up to. We're at Cochem. This is where we're staying. There's a wine press that they're using for a bit of decoration, and a vineyard. So we're kind of overlooking the vineyard, and behind us is the castle, so Cochem Castle. So we're going to take a walk up there now and have a look around. And there's no services here, but we're here with another van, so looks quite quiet. This will be our evening stopover. Okay, we're taking a walk across what is in effect the Moselle, the river. So one would assume that the grapes that were being picked was for a Moselle wine. Bit strange that, a car on top of the barge. Really nice, very picturesque. So we're just taking a little bit of a look around Cochem as we make our way to the castle. Looks a nice little town. Seems a nice little quiet market town. Yeah, it's a nice little town, nice little market street. Not really sure what this is. Looks like the church, possibly, or some sort of a chapel. And beautiful fronted building. Really nice. Opening up into a really pretty market square. Really nice. Very nice. And the bells on there, I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, quite cool. This is an emergency fresh water pump. Presuming that's a hand version of it. And there's the castle. What about these for railings? Dragon's head there. And on the other end of it, tail. And they go all the way up. And there's Cochem, where we've just walked through. And the bridge we've walked over. Might be able to see the van when we get round the corner. The castle itself was originally built in the 11th century and then destroyed by the French in the 1600s, and then it stayed as a ruin for 200 or 300 years and then rebuilt again in the 17th or 18th century. It was started, the rebuild on it, the same day they started Neuschwanstein, although this is in a neo-Gothic style, and Neuschwanstein is in a Romanesque style. The castle was put into hock at least twice to pay off royal debts. It's now owned by the people of Cochem. There's the gates. And there's the museum. And if you look carefully in the distance down there, you'll see our van. Back down there. There we are. Well, you have to take a tour around most of the castles in Germany, so we're just waiting for our tour guide.
Christopher, he is the patron of the travelers, your patron, very, very important to you. And the tower itself is 14 meters high, the walls in the lower part up to 3 meters and 60 thick. Last refuge in case of an attack in the night, is the most important construction in the castle. And the small tower on the left, the round one, is the so-called Witches' Tower. In the lower part of the Witches' Tower was the dungeon, and there were women arrested. There was witches' persecution in this region up to the end of the 17th century. Long enough. Yeah.
Wow, they're fantastic windows, really beautiful, and the design, amazing. Ceiling's gorgeous. The dining room. Okay.
Here, another open window opposite the former guest house, left behind the chapel. We still use the chapel, concerts, receptions.
Beautifully decorated ceiling
The
and
furniture
walls.
is 150 years old, neo-Renaissance style, and mighty buffet decorated with ceramic from Delft. Dutch ceramic world famous Delft blue. And please have a look at the ceiling. They branded the symbols into the wood with hot irons, and after they painted out the color. And the walls are also hand painted with ornaments. They used stencils, it makes that a little easier. The door on the right is a fake door, just installed for the symmetry of this wall. Later we have to use the open. And a beautiful Chinese vase over there in the corner, piece of the collection of the rebuilt. They had a lot of money, so they bought and they collected furniture and paintings and chinaware and ceramic.
This room was for the women. The Kemenata.
Yeah, the old-fashioned German word Kemenate is derived from the Latin word caminata, chimney, heated room. And heated rooms were rare in the Middle Ages, and so the heated rooms were reserved for the women. I think a very wise decision. Don't miss the beautiful Delft tiles. They are 300 years old and decorated with lots of little details. This is my favorite one. Two guys are carrying a very big grape. Seems to correspond to this region that this is scene from the Old Testament, but it seems to correspond to this region as well. There are window benches and window seats in most of the rooms. Very important in times without electricity to use a maximum of daylight. And because of the ceiling, it is called the Gothic room. In the next room, it is much more flat made in Romanesque style. Here you can recognize pointed Gothic arches. Ceiling made in Romanesque style. More of the beautiful Delft tiles. And in front, a heater, a tile stove from southern Germany, the typical green color. There's a door here on the left, and behind this door is a stair up to the next floor, bedrooms and living rooms, a passage for the servants after the rebuilding, and another door over there on the right. And behind that door is a stair down to the rock, and there was an escape tunnel in the villages down to the center of the town. Very important in case of an attack. It should have had 4 exits, one next to the market, another one next to the river, 2 in the Capuchin monastery near the marketplace. A lot of work, they built it by hand 1,000 years ago, but they closed the passage when they rebuilt the castle. And there are 3 most important things in such a castle: main tower, last refuge, drinking water supply, later we have to talk about, and escape tunnel. Without them you don't have a chance.
Yeah.
Wow.
The beautiful carvings. The carvings in this room are 300 years old. The carved pieces were taken from old chests and set into the wall paneling 150 years ago. Especially in autumn, it looks like the castle of the Sleeping Beauty, and another wooden ceiling branded and painted. This room is a kind of bridge. It constitutes the connection between the center of the castle and the rooms at the edge of the nice view on both sides. Another wooden ceiling branded and painted, and an inscription up there. It starts on the very left. I read it in German, then I'm going to translate. It is written in an old-fashioned style. Nicht soll man unbedachtsam Nutzen fordern von dem, was schön zu sein allein bestimmt. It means beautiful things don't have to be useful. It is enough that they are existing and that they are beautiful. It's lovely. And the very special mermaid Hunsrück, the highlands on both sides, with the forests and wild animals. She should bring light, keep away the evil from home, and she fulfills wishes. I show you what to do and you can try. The spiral stair down to the hunter's room. It is a kind of man cave. Wild animals, weapons, and big wine tankers. This is my favorite. With interesting faces. It's also not the bed, but this is my favorite. That is a chest or a kind of chest set on higher legs for easy use. You don't have to lay down. A lot of wild animals live in this region still nowadays, less than 2,000 years ago. And so the people in this region always drank a lot of wine, sometimes much too much. These are daily ration tankards for one person. 3 or 4 or 5 liters of wine per person per day in the 17th century. Wow. It was not as strong as the wine nowadays, but it had 4 to 5 volume percent like beer. And the water was very often dirty, and this was maybe sometimes better and more healthy. another or one more of these special old figures here in the exit area. A male version with a lantern and a key in his hands. A kind of housekeeper. But he doesn't fulfill anyone. So I'm glad that you tried it out there. So, you take your time, please. I just turned on music and lamplight. You take your time. Special knight's helmets on their heads, so-called frog mouth helmets, and that's why they are looking so funny. But these are symbols for might and power. Heraldic lines on the left, the heraldic sign of the founders of the castle, the lion of the Palatine counts, and the cross on the right is the sign of the archbishops of Trier. They were owners of the place for about 500 years. The polar bear was hunted in the polar region of Norway, hunted about 120 years ago. Two vases from China, two from Japan. The Japanese are without any damage after 150 years. The rebuild of the castle, furniture taken from his gentleman's room, the Privy Council of Marseille. So I recommend you first about
Wow. What a fantastic view from the balcony.
that's what we call the golden.
And there's the valley.
We don't have any Indian tower, we have a golden October.
There we are. Fantastic views of the Mosel and vineyards.
A cruise ship is about to pass. You should have a visit.
Yeah. In a Ramsar banister.
This drinking one is prepared with an inlaid silver cup for a little less than half a liter of wine. The other one here, the corn you can fill completely with about 2 liters. Wow. You fill it with wine and the they use this to welcome their guests when they open the festivities to walk past around. Nowadays it is only decoration. Well, Italians should have lived in Austria, Cochem Castle near Innsbruck. You should have had a size of more than 2 meters and 400 years ago. The original artist exhibited there at his castle, Cochem Castle near Innsbruck. The average size those times 4, 5, 6. Yeah, especially in autumn, it looks like the castle sleeping beauty with the wine leaves changing the color. Above the gate room with the mermaids, the clock tower, we took the spiral stair down the hunter's room with cupola window. The next floor was more private bedrooms and living rooms. Under the roof, chambers for the house servants and rooms for the children. Behind us, the former rest house, but a lot of the other rooms are empty nowadays. The descendants of the rebuilder took a lot of furniture back to Berlin when they sold it in the 90s. They paid the money for the super.
Very nice.
1 million Reichsmark. It sounds a little bit worse than the money was lost.
I presume the well goes quite a long way down. Really nice. I believe that the well goes down 15 metres to a freshwater spring that comes from the hills over there.
Rebuild of this place. Beautiful window of the hunter's room.
Wow. That's the initials of the person that rebuilt it, Louis Rabnina. He was into steel, made the money on the railways, and this was his rebuilt for his summer residence. And then 1943, the Germans government took it off him. 1949 they offered it back, or from the family offered the family back, but they didn't want it. Belonged to the government for a while, and then they gave it to the people of Cochem.
Around when the Witches Tower, they are still original, 1,000 years old we talked about. But the big St. Christopher mosaic on the west side of the main tower was installed when they rebuilt it. And St. Christopher...
Up there is St. Christopher, patron saint of travellers. Just walking now along the front of Van the Mosel. Very nice. Very nice. Been a good day. And there's a castle that we just been to. Okay, this is a boat. We've decided to take a little bit of a ride up the Mosel. So this is the boat we're going on. Probably sit upstairs on the deck. It's called the Rundfahrten. Traced Carden, whatever that means. But Rundfahrten. We've just decided to take a trip down the Mosel. So there's the castle. I don't know how long it's for or anything like that. I think we just managed to catch it. So we've just sat down and he's just setting off now. Oh, here we are on our trip down the Mosel. There's the vineyards up there, and the hotels. There's another barge.
No, thank you.
And there's the main town of Cochem and the castle up on the top. So, very nice. On the cliff face there is the Madonna. If you just see that little white dot. There's the Madonna overlooking the Mosel. It's really pretty, really nice. With the not sure what they're growing there, but there are vineyards all the way along here. And then last bit of Cochem on the right. This would have been an old Roman settlement with a pilgrimage chapel. I think it dates back to the 12th century. I think they're what they call the Hunsrück Mountains, and then this side is Eiffel. So it's Eiffel National Park on this side of the Mosel, and on this side it's the Hunsrück. And I'm not sure whether that's a national park or not. That's the seat of the cooperative. It's the roofs are made in Rhenish slate. This building is also a landmark of Ernst. So this must be Ernst. Not sure why those vineyards are different colours. I'm presuming they're different grapes. I would assume. Very picturesque. But there's the building that was built by the cooperative. Apparently it's an iconic building of Ernst. That's what this is, and it's a local slate, I do believe, that's on the roof. But if you look closely, it's got really nice pattern with the upper bar. And the colours are just fantastic of the different grapes. Very nice. Nice, gentle, peaceful little run up the Mosel. There was a guy fishing back there, I don't know if he caught anything. Nice. And, we're working our way now back into Cochem. It's a nice little 30 minutes out, 30 minutes back run up the Mosel. Nice and chilling. There's the castle in the distance. Very nice.
Hello.
Okay, this is Cochem, I would say seafront, but it's not, it's riverfront. It's a really nice little town. I actually like the shopping bit itself, the town bit where we went round before we went to the castle, but it's a nice enough front.
Wird damit ca. 18 Kilometer verkürzt.
Very different churches, different steeples to what we used to see, different types of roofs for buildings. It's very nice, very nice. Really enjoyed it. Been very relaxing. There's the bridge. We got to walk back across later. And cross up on the hill. See that? Oh, something smells really good. Not sure what the cross is about. There, on the top. They were turning around now. Back across the back up the river. We're going to go back underneath the bridge and then pull in on the right hand side. Really nice little trip, really nice little end to the day. To get back up onto the bridge, we're going to take this staircase. Apparently it's quite well decorated. Let's have a look. It is. And onto the bridge. And there's a working barge just coming through, so I think he's carrying scrap. Give you an idea of its length. Seems a never-ending boat, doesn't it? There's the crew's quarters. They all seem to have a car on there. Oh. A nice one as well. It's a Ford GT, I think. But, there you go. Working canal, or a working boat. Just come across this wall on somebody's house. Oh, how strange is that? Very different. Very different. Very nice.